President Barack Obama is heading to Columbus. We'll hear from students from both parties on what they think the Commander-in-Chief will bring to the capital city. And students and faculty speak out against parking privatization. We'll hear what they had to say. All that and more in this week's Lantern Webcast. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kayla Strayer. The President of the United States has chosen to start his re-election campaign right here on this campus. Andrea Henderson talked with students and found out their mixed emotions on the President visiting.
As President Barack Obama plans to kick off his campaign in Columbus this Saturday, Ohio State students speak out.
I think it's cool that he's starting at Ohio State with all of our research that we're doing and everything. I know he had come and visited over spring break at our Center for Automotive Research. So it's cool just to experience Ohio State, how much we're doing for the nation and how much research we're doing just to progress.
So if you're going to kick it off here in this swing state, I think it's pretty obvious that you would kick it off in Ohio State. I mean, I'm from Dayton, but you're not going to kick it off in Dayton. I mean, as much as I love my city, you're going to kick it off in the capital, in the place that everyone knows.
Vice President of Ohio State College Democrats, Josh Ahart, says he has a good idea of what the president should address to win students over.
With tuition going up in the next couple years and loans under scrutinization right now, I think that Ohio State needs to be the main focus, and saying he needs to say, get involved with college Democrats, get involved with all these movements on campus, and try to get involved with the political process. And I think he needs to talk also about how he can affect Ohio State whenever it comes to there's issues with privatization of parking. Ohio State's getting less money from the state governments, and all these things are in effect of the federal government. So I think that he needs to talk a lot about that because a lot of students are concerned about it. So.
OSU College Republicans Chairman Drew Schrempel wants to make sure the conservative side is heard as well.
I think it's kind of a myth that all colleges are just, all liberal all the time. There are a lot of Republicans that I meet around campus and a lot of people that don't agree with the president. The views of Barack Obama don't represent the views of all students at Ohio State. There's a whole other side, and there's a lot of people dissatisfied with the way he's taking the country, and we want to make sure people that are covering the event, they know that.
OSU students believe Obama picked the right place to kick off his campaign.
And Ohio State definitely is a place where change can happen, so still pushing for that change, and it can start right here at Ohio State.
Obama is scheduled to make his appearance at the Schottenstein Center at about 10:30 a.m. Saturday morning. Reporting for The Lantern, I'm Andrea Henderson.
Thanks, Andrea. Members of the Ohio State community held a rally Tuesday to speak out against parking privatization issues on campus. With more, here's Lauren Clark.
With the recent proposal of the privatization of Ohio State's parking facilities, many students, faculty, and staff oppose the issue.
They have these town hall meetings where they're kind of asking questions, but they're just not actually listening to anyone. This university, it's for students, so it should be run by students, and so decisions like that students need to be making those kind of decisions.
Even students who aren't completely filled on the issue are influenced by their professors who oppose it.
Professors who know a lot more about this issue than I do, and the fact of the matter is that they've actually polled all of most of the faculty about this issue, and those who are actually up to date on the issue, 92.4% were against the measure. So to me, it's a matter of democracy.
It's an awful deal. It doesn't make money sense in the short term or long term. So OSU is selling an asset students are still paying for the construction of, and that's double dipping. They have not disclosed how they even came up with the $375 million number. We do have an economic problem in our state, but the solution is not privatization. That's actually going to lead to a greater economic problem right away and definitely over the 50-year period.
No decision can be made until OSU receives bids from companies which are due at the end of May. After that, the decision will be recommended to the Board of Trustees at its June meeting. Reporting for The Lantern, I'm Lauren Clark.
Thanks, Lauren. One of the biggest names in rap came to campus this week, and one Ohio State student had the opportunity to open the show. Katie Higgins caught up with the up-and-coming rapper at the concert.
If you asked somebody a month ago who Calvin Scrooby was, they probably wouldn't know. But a lot has changed since then. Monday night, he opened for J. Cole at the Buckeye-thon benefit concert.
The last-minute gig fell into Scrooby's lap when the scheduled opener, Big Crit, dropped out.
we got the invitation for the show yesterday, so we put the set together like an hour before the show. You know, like we didn't get a chance to like rehearse or think about it or anything. And I mean, we did exactly what we wanted to do. Just go out there and like try to gain a little bit of respect. I think that we did that.
Although most students weren't expecting Scrooby, they were enthusiastic about his show.
I knew about him before I came. I was like, okay, he's got flow, whatever. I saw him, mad respect. I tweeted at him. He's good.
The moment that really stuck out to Scrooby was watching the audience reaction during his a cappella verse.
Yeah, when I was doing that a cappella verse, I was looking at a lot of people going,
I've been up for about 4 days on fine vibing. I'm drinking fine wine with dimes and fine dining.
Like that. That was a cool moment.
It was the biggest show he's done so far, and the reality has yet to hit home.
Still can't, I mean, and people say this all the time, but it hasn't sunk in. I mean, like, to think that 5 months ago we released the mixtape, and then 5 months later you're on a stage like that, opening for like a bunch of your friends and a bunch of your peers, like, it won't sink in, I don't think, for a while.
Reporting for The Lantern, I'm Katie Higgins.
Thanks, Katie. Ohio State athletics are slowing down, but the Columbus Clippers are in full swing. Justine Boggs caught up with the Clippers' hottest hitter.
This week in sports, the Columbus Clippers' very own Matt LaPorta was named the International League Batter of the Week with a batting average of .380 so far on the season.
You know, it's a great honor. There's good ball players in this league, you know, but obviously we'd like to get back to the big league, so we'll continue to strive for that.
With 9 home runs this season and 3 just this week, LaPorta said he is in no hurry to leave Columbus to head back to the Tribe.
You know, I don't really think about trying to go back up there. I got to take care of what I can do here, and just focus on getting better here, and then hopefully one day, whether it's with the Indians or another team.
Friday ends their home game series against the Braves, and Saturday, the Clippers will go on a 2-game road series against Toledo. Make sure to tune into The Lantern for all of your Columbus sport updates. With The Lantern Sports, I'm Justine Boggs.
Thanks, Justine. Make sure to follow The Lantern Sports on Twitter for all of your Columbus sport updates. That's all we have for you in this week's webcast. From all of us here at The Lantern, I'm Kayla Strayer.